a 4 CR turnover, immediately we reached to a 7 CR turnover. It was almost like a 80% growth for us.
We were able to retain a lot of employees. We have people working with us from even 10 years now.
It was not merely regular business processes and review systems. We learned lot of skills, lot of soft skills, communication skills and whatnot, I would say.
But after implementing the systems, I could find time for myself again.
सिंपल वे में ईमानदारी से बिजनेस बनाया जा सकता है. हमने बनाया है, हर कोई बना सकता है. There is nothing wrong in it and it is not impossible. It's very much possible. Hi, my name is Vineet Wadhwani and I am one of the founder directors of Trident Automation Systems Private Limited. As a company, we deal in fire hydrants and fire alarms, access controls, cameras, public address systems. All these systems are not box selling. It's not easy to deploy these systems. We deal with a lot of companies which are multinational companies and they have their presence across India. We build their stores pan India. We build their warehouses pan India. So operations is the key in our company. I belong from a small town in Madhya Pradesh called Ratlam. I was always inclined towards starting my own business. Since my cousins were into business, they helped me to set up a new business. So I started an enterprise called Wadhwani Electronics. And I started selling mobiles and TVs and whatnot. I did my everything in that business. I mean, I used to work on Sundays, I used to work on Saturdays, and I was always in 24/7 working mode. But still, I mean, I always used to feel that something is missing. In 2007, I was fortunate to visit South Africa and I witnessed semi-finals and finals of T20 World Cup, which was the first T20 World Cup. And when I came back, it was like an eye-opener for me. There I felt that something big is missing in my life and I'm here to do something great and I should not confine myself to a small town and small shop. Nothing wrong in that, but then I felt that I have to grow further, I have to go beyond. Honestly, to start a business, people say it is difficult. I would say business शुरू करने से ज़्यादा business बंद करना ज़्यादा difficult होता है. It took a hell lot of courage to close that running business. And then I embarked my journey towards Mumbai. Within 7 days, I got some good calls. And my first interview was in a company which was dealing into home automation. Then for my growth, I went to a company which was rather manufacturers for access control devices. In that company itself, I got transferred to Bangalore. In the meantime, I got married and so in 2012 sometime my wife was due. My salaries were not that great and my wife told that why don't you do your own business. And in the meantime, I could meet my partner, Mr. Tony Alex. I could meet him because he was working with one of our system integrators and I used to interact and meet him as a friend. And then I shared that I'm starting my own. So he was also very happy and he told, okay, great, you start. One fine day, I had a requirement for some fire alarm systems, which I was not much aware of because I was into access control. So I asked him, will you help me with that? So he told, yeah, why not? I'll come and I'll help you. So he helped me and I could manage that customer because of him. And very casually I asked him, can we work together? Can we be partners? And very gracefully he told, why not? Let's work together. And he took a leap of faith. He quit his job. He came with me when I was a nobody in business. And that is where our partnership embarked. In 2014, Trident Automation Systems became Trident Automation Systems Private Limited with 2 directors.
Me and Vineet were both working in the same field, 2 different companies. So Vineet had come to my office to meet me once. That is when I met him first. That was actually the only time we met before we started business together. I hail from an orthodox family, so my parents were absolutely against doing business. So when I told them the idea that I want to get into business, they tried all ways to stop it. I somehow convinced my parents to give me a year. And then after that, if it doesn't work out, I will go back to finding another job. In the meantime, I got a job offer. So I again got confused. So I remember calling Vineet once and saying, I have got this opportunity. Parents are saying to take it up. What should I do? I'm really not sure. Then he said, aaja yaar, kuch bada karte hai. So that was enough for me. Then I said, okay, theek hai. Let me at least give it a shot and then we'll decide what to do.
So finally, our business started. we had a small office, and we used to run for orders left, right, everywhere, and we were able to close some good business also.
It definitely was challenging. We had very few inquiries being a new company. Right from a lead coming in, both of us goes to attend that lead. Then both of us sits and works on the preparing the quotations, and even the execution along with a team member who we had. He go to the site, get it done. There was no specific role for me and him. We were passionate about it. I think the customers could see that they are genuine and they're passionate. But we were not doing great, but we were doing okay.
At the same time, because we were new, there were trust issues with customers. New customers would not trust that easily. And so we used to visit exhibitions, and we used to meet a lot of people, channel partners and whatnot.
Whenever I had this negative feeler or negative thought, and let's say somebody asked me how is it going, I would say it's okay. At the same time, Vineet on the other hand, somebody asked him how is it going, he would say "Arey, ekdam badhiya, zabardast." So I would be like, really, are we doing that great? I wasn't sure. But his positive energy and that attitude, that helped me also to stop self-doubting and then go ahead and do what we are doing.
So one fine day, me and my partner, we went for an exhibition in Delhi.
That was an exhibition for people of our industry. So we met somebody, one of Vineet's friends. So he asked, Vineet bhai, kaise chal raha hai business? He said the same thing again. Badhiya, ekdam zabardast chal raha hai. And he asked him, aapka turnover kitna hai? So he said with full confidence, 25 lakhs. So this guy, I could see 25 lakhs and you're saying zabardast. So after that, when we are out of the exhibition, I told him, so probably, should we say zabardast and all? It's not that great, right? So he said, we should be proud of what we are doing. So we have put our energy into this. We have achieved it. Whatever the value or figure it is, it's something that we have achieved and we can be proud of it. So I felt, yes, it's not always the figures that matters. It's, are you happy with what you're doing? Those were the initial days, and team members started increasing. So managing the team, taking care of all the inquiries, we were still doing the same way. Like both of us attends each and every case. We go to every client together. We talk to our team members together. Any discussion, it's always with the group, both of us together.
But there were some challenges that we faced because we didn't had much clarity. We both are not MBAs, and we don't have that management knowledge as such of strategies and all those things. We were simple engineers, and we were good at heart. We were very clear that we don't want to do anything wrong. At the same time, for us, business was merely doing sales and handling operational things. After reaching a certain turnover of I think around 4 CR or something, that was in 2017-18 somewhere, we felt that I used to call Tony every now and then, and I used to tell him that this is where we are stuck up now, and now we can't grow further, and I am not able to envision anything further, and how do we grow big, how do we make big.
Vineet's wife had purchased tickets for both of us for National Achievers Conference. So I wasn't actually interested in, but he said she's already taken tickets, let's go. I said okay, one day is wasted, but okay, let me also go. But in between the programs, there was a session of Rajiv's. I was actually quite impressed with what he had to offer and what he, in that short span of 1 hour, whatever he shared.
When I heard Rajiv, when he came on stage, I felt that yaar wo meri story bol raha hai, he's talking to me directly, or rather he's telling my story to entire world. So मैं अंदर ही अंदर थोड़ा रो रहा था, like I felt very emotional.
Then came the pitch for PACE program. It was impressive, but I didn't feel like spending so much.
I felt that yes, we should do it, and again my partner felt कि छोड़ो चलते हैं आगे. So when we went out for the first time, I spoke lie to him and I told him मैं washroom से आता हूँ. I went back and I swiped my credit card there, and I enrolled for PACE program. When the PACE program actually happened, till that time I had not told him anything. I attended 3 days of PACE program in Lalit Ashok Hotel, and when I heard Rajiv for from morning 8 till evening 8, and I feel that Rajiv will add a great amount of value to our lives and our businesses. So I was shaking, my legs were shaking, and I was thinking, now what should I speak to my partner and what should I say to my wife? They both are not aware of what I'm doing.
One fine day I get a call from Vineet. I was having lunch with my family in a restaurant somewhere. So he tells me that he has already attended the PACE program, and we have to invest a bigger amount, a huge amount. So that was pretty shocking for me.
Because in India, हम लोग आदत होता है ना, like for who pays for coaching, it's like that.
When Vineet tells me with conviction that it is useful for us, it is going to help us a lot. I knew him from quite some years now, so I was confident that that money wouldn't be wasted.
And my partner just we both took a leap of faith. He believed in me, I believed in Rajiv.
So that's how we started the one-on-one coaching with Rajiv's team.
There were a lot of challenges that we were facing in business, although we were domain experts in electronics and our field of security systems. But there were a lot of challenges that we were facing in terms of how to build a great team, how to build a great culture in the company, how to build, systems and processes so that, we can multiply. Because we were also feeling, although our team is growing, we are growing. But at the same time, if we grow further, we will go mad because there were no processes. Everything was in manual mode. And neither the team was happy because they were also facing a lot of challenges in terms of not having role clarities. They were not aware what job they have to do, to what extent they have to do. And we just used to say, this is an MSME, everybody does everything. But that's not good. That's not the right way. That's not how long-term businesses work.
So in the early days, when we had a team strength of 10 to 15, we had a good team. But there was no proper mechanism of reviewing them, or there was no time frame for which the projects had to be done. Unless the client had a time frame given to us, then we would also go to site, push them and get the works done.
Initially, there were so many hiccups and so many challenges, how to handle operations and how to review them and how to, make the team accountable. At the same time, we didn't want to push them too hard because, we have also done jobs and we know how difficult it is to, work in private sectors nowadays.
We were not tracking properly, we were not reviewing properly, which automatically led to lapse in work and taking longer than required time to complete projects. So once we were able to implement the systems, that part was taken care of. And earlier days, the amount of time we spent in each of those projects were now only in reviewing them. So we started 360-degree reviews, wherein everybody reviews each other, including us. Not all owners are open to taking reviews from the employees, but we did it. We were a little skeptical initially, but we did it. And that helped us to understand us from their eyes and what we need to do better to make everybody in the company happy.
And Rajiv has shared us a lot of videos to share, to sit and watch with the team, do a lot of exercises. We used to connect with the coaches every 15 days or so. That was also, I would say, it was not easy. It was definitely great, but it took a lot of commitment from our side also. Initially, we never had any review system, so we were not used to meeting in offices as such. Our teams used to work at sites and multiple sites, and they used to directly go from their home. Now we started telling them every 15 days we have to come to office, we have to watch these videos. So initially, there were some believers who really believed in the system and who believed that, okay, we are trying to transform ourselves and in a longer run, it will really help us. There were some non-believers also who felt that, this is a waste of time. Why do we have to watch these videos? Why do we have to write these, papers? And why do we have to do this entire exercise? But we believed very strongly in the system and we told we will walk the talk. And we used to fill those forms with our team members together. And it took a lot of time. But I would say almost, 4.5 months it took us to, watch those videos and implement those review meetings and strategic meetings in our office, tactical meetings. But when it started, it was a game changer for us because people initially didn't even have a role clarity document. When we did this entire MBA journey, we started making role clarity documents with our team. So they were pretty confident that, okay, this is what I need to do. This is where I can add value. And this is how I'm going to get reviewed.
We started implementing this in 2018. Still date, we do the review system, which has helped the execution team, the project team, the accounts team, the finance team, everyone to win finally. They know their tasks, they're happy that this is what I have to do. So they're relieved after they complete the task. Similarly, customers are also happy. Whatever we promise, we are able to deliver. Another important step we took with these learnings were creating the second line leaders. So now the review meetings do happen without our presence. Me or Vineet doesn't have to sit in all the review meetings. We just sit at the final, whichever we are required to be in. The department meetings happen by itself. There are department heads who lead those meetings. So those people have come up and they know their responsibilities. They teach or take review from their team members.
And not only review, but we also learned a lot of tactics like marketing. We being engineers, we were not good in marketing ourselves. We were doing business from 7 years when we took the coaching, but we were not present in any of the platforms. Then when we attended a marketing mastery program along with Rajiv, and it was also an intensive program, he taught us how to, portray or how to at least showcase yourself on, social media, be available, go to the market all out and, do cold callings. And there were so many learnings that we achieved and we learned from the marketing program. Then there were sales intensive programs from Rajiv that helped us to crisp and clear give a sales pitch to our customers, because we were sometimes not that great in communication earlier, and it helped us a lot to give the right message to the client, what exactly we are doing and why they should associate with us and what value we will genuinely add to our customers. That also we could learn. It was not merely regular business processes and review systems. We learned lot of skills, lot of soft skills, communication skills and whatnot, I would say. From a 4 CR turnover, immediately we reached to a 7 CR turnover. It was almost like a 80% growth for us. And we were so happy. There was a point where we were not able to foresee that, what we will do, how we will do, and, what should be done to grow. And this helped us to grow in such a great extent within a year. The entire team was so energized. And for the first time in 2019, we took our team for outstation outing. We had never been with our team for outstation trips and all. We felt, why is it to be done and why is it necessary? But Rajiv told us, no, this is necessary. This is what you have to learn. Be with them, spend good time with them. It's not merely, spending time in offices. Why don't we spend good time with the team? Those trips, we still remember those trips, and every year we have made as a norm. Every year our pan-India team, they come to our office in Bangalore, and from here we travel outstation. We spend time together in a good resort. We have great times together, and we don't just do business or work together, we build memories together.
We were able to retain a lot of employees. We have people working with us from even 10 years now. Some of them were just technicians who are now acting as project managers. So we were able to train them in that sort of way with the knowledge that we gained through these training programs.
Before we were not having any annual meeting and all. Now we are meeting annually, which is helping us to create a good bonding.
And it's very good to work here along with these colleagues.
So Tony helped me in that, wherein he took the ownership of entire operations, and he told, okay, sales we can divide amongst ourselves, but operations I'll take care fully. He took the entire ownership of operations, and because of the programs that we did and the learnings that we did from Rajiv and the systems that we developed, the processes, that entirely transformed our operations.
So before this, we had a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of thinking on what to do next. Despite doing good in business, we were not clear what's coming up in the next month. How do we survive the next 3 months or 4 months in case of a dilemma? But when we had the systems and process in place, so we knew whatever happens, we knew how to overcome it. The challenges didn't get smaller, it got bigger, but so did we.
Today, we are proud to say that we are present in almost 10 cities in India, 10 prominent cities in India. We have, all the team members working, and the operations are so flawless that some of our customers stick to us from last 8 to 10 years. They are with us from the day one of our business journey. They were with us, and till date they are with us. And these are, I'm talking about, who are like who's who of the industry. They are the big MNCs and pan-India companies. They have trusted our operations. So when we completed our MBA, we thought the journey is over now, but it was not like that. Quantum Leap also celebrated the MSMEs, where they were giving awards, and they created a platform called as Proficon, which was celebrating the MSMEs in India. And we were proud to be a part of that journey also, where we could not only, we received an award for sure, but we could learn from the business leaders of India who were invited in that event. And those great leaders shared their journey with us, which was so inspiring and so motivating to us that today we have reached to a level where we started our journey 12 years back at nearly 25 lakh rupees turnover, when people were making fun of us. And today we are targeting a turnover of around 25 crores per annum. And this is not the end of the journey. This is still a beginning. We still feel that, there are so many things to learn and so many things to celebrate about.
I was very passionate about badminton, but once I started working and then into the business life, I had to completely stop it. But after implementing the systems, I could find time for myself again. Last year, I won the State Masters Championship, and I was selected to represent Karnataka for the Nationals. So now I find balance in business, family, and for my personal time. Business is not a one-man show. So invest in yourself, build a team of members who can support you and who can be with you. Don't hesitate to take trainings for whatever you lack in, and then have clarity on what you really want to do, and you will be successful.
And be honest in your business. I would say that till date we have followed one philosophy very very strongly, that we are honest. हम simple हैं, हम जैसे हैं वैसे ही हैं, and that's how it is. Like, you know, why do we have to, you know, play around? Simple way में ईमानदारी से business बनाया जा सकता है. हमने बनाया है, हर कोई बना सकता है. There is nothing wrong in it, and it's not impossible. It's very much possible. That's all I would suggest to all the budding entrepreneurs.